Hello and welcome into another edition of Siena Saints Weekly. I'm your host Andrew Champagne. In just a moment we'll be joined by Camille Norman of the water polo team, but first let's take a look at the week that was in Siena athletics. Both the men's and women's basketball teams head into this week's MAC tournament off big wins on their senior days. The men took down Marist 81-73 on Sunday behind a career-high 34 points from Ryan Rossiter. The senior also grabbed 11 rebounds in his final home game, bringing his season total to 388, a new program record. The Saints will play Manhattan on Friday at 9:30, the first of 4 games they'll have to win to capture a 4th straight MAC championship. The women, meanwhile, staved off Canisius 40-32 on Sunday behind 21 points from senior Serena Moore. Next up for the Saints is a matchup with Fairfield Friday at 3:30. Both the men's and women's MAC tournaments will take place at the Webster Bank Arena at Harbor Yard in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Siena baseball fell victim to a heartbreaking sweep this past weekend at Louisiana Lafayette. The Saints lost all 3 games by a single run, including a 1-0 loss on Sunday. They'll try to get on the right track in a 3-game series at Charleston Southern that starts with a doubleheader on Saturday. The men's and women's lacrosse teams both had rough weeks against powerhouse programs. The men fell 16-6 at number 9 Johns Hopkins, while the women had a second-half rally fall short in a 16-7 defeat against undefeated UMass. They'll both be home Saturday in a doubleheader. The women host Long Island at 11 a.m., while the men welcome Hartford to Siena Turf Field at 2 p.m. Siena softball split 4 games in Cary, North Carolina this past weekend, getting off to a 2-2 start to the 2011 season. They'll next be in action on Friday when they travel to Baltimore, Maryland for a 4-game round robin at UMBC. And Siena water polo has a big weekend ahead of them as the Saints host the Siena Invitational at the Siena Swim Center. Joining me now is senior utility Camille Norman. Camille, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
With a couple of games under the team's belt, how's the squad coming together?
Coming together really well. We have a lot of returners and 3 new freshmen, and we've all been working really hard.
Last year, you were a MAC first-team selection and led Siena in scoring. How much pressure is on you to have a similar kind of year as a senior?
Not much pressure, just because we have a lot of scoring from other girls, and just knowing that everyone's supporting everyone else, it's nice to know that.
You've touched upon the fact that Siena water polo returns a lot of talent. In fact, the team returns its top 4 scorers from 2010. What kind of an edge is that, knowing the amount of talent you have in the pool?
It's nice to know that we can score offensively, and now we just need to focus on shutting them down defensively.
How much of a confidence booster is it to know that if someone else isn't on, someone's there to pick up the slack?
Yeah, that always happens in every game. Whether Jackie's on, Devin's on, another player's on, it's awesome.
Unfortunately, you've been a little bit short of depth as of late for a pretty unique reason. What's been going on?
We have 4 girls on our team who actually also swim, and they've been gone with MAC championships with that team. So we went to Bucknell and had a tournament there, and we had 2 subs, and it was hard, but it really brought us together, and we did well.
What's it going to be like having those 4 dual sport athletes back this weekend for the Siena Invitational?
Oh, it's going to be awesome. We have 2 seniors, 1 junior, and a freshman, so their experience is going to help us out a lot.
The Siena Invitational will be held this Saturday and Sunday on campus. What's it going to be like playing that kind of an event at home?
It's going to be awesome. We don't have that many home games, so to be able to play at home, hit that advantage, it's going to be really nice.
Last year you went to the MAC tournament for just the 2nd time in program history. How confident are you that you can get back there this year?
I definitely think we can. Our team looks really strong, and we'll play Iona this weekend, so it'll be nice to see how we play against them.
Tough matchup, as Iona was the preseason favorite for the MAC title.
Yeah.
Lightning round time. Here we go. Your favorite movie?
I'd say Date Night.
Good movie, I have to say. I was impressed by that. Steve Carell, Tina Fey.
Yeah.
Very, very funny.
Yeah.
Your favorite TV show?
I'd say Glee.
That's been a pretty common answer, I have to say.
Yeah, I like singing along.
I hear you. Your biggest pet peeve?
When people breathe loudly, whether like in general, and especially when I'm trying to sleep. I can't sleep with anyone that like snores when it comes to like hotel rooms for water polo.
Is that a message to your coach to maybe change up some of the roommate assignments for some of the road trips?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Who's the funniest member of the team?
Definitely Tracy.
Really? What makes her so funny?
Well, I think one of the funniest things she does is do like interpretive dancing and singing. There's one that she did with I Want to Be Bad. It was hilarious.
Oh, dear Lord. I can only imagine. Last question now. If you could have dinner with any 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be?
Actually, I would choose Tina Fey, Steve Carell from date night, and then Sue Bird.
Wow, nice. Pretty eclectic mix there, but should be a pretty fun night. Well, that's going to do it for today. I'd like to thank Camille Norman for stopping by. I'm Andrew Champagne, and I'll see you next week.